After I shared the story behind Feelings, I asked you all which song I should do next, and most of you wanted to hear the story behind Hero. And honestly, I've been sitting here just trying to figure out where to begin because there's so much of my life inside this song. I think that the best place to start is by saying that I didn't write Hero because I felt strong. I wrote it because I felt like I desperately needed someone or something to save me. And what I slowly started to realize is that the person that I kept waiting for had to be me. I think the best way to go through the story is to go through some of the actual lyrics, so let's do that. Let's go through this first verse. It goes like, constantly searching for someone to come and take me out of my mind. I'm constantly praying for signs because I'm scared to be the one to start. To give a little background on what I was going through in my life during this time when I wrote this song, I was living in LA. I decided to move to find more opportunities and learn more in the process of music, grow more as an artist. Honestly, when I wrote this song, I was going through some deep sadness. I was separate from a lot of people that I just thought would be there in my life. We would have each other in our lives for a long time, friendships, work people, all of those things. I had this strength of, I'm gonna make the move, I'm gonna find better opportunities, and slowly not having a support system around me, it felt a little bit harder and harder each day. Immediately after I wrote it, I felt a strength inside because I could see all the things that maybe I wasn't fully conscious of at the time. I felt so connected to these lyrics, and also I felt love for myself. Constantly searching for someone, the whole purpose of this song and even the video was to highlight a person that goes from everything that they know to another country, to another place, to start over, to find opportunities. In a way, it's like you come in with all this motivation, all this strength, all this fire, and not having a certain support or things being difficult and all of these things, it slowly starts to drain you down. It feels a little bit like a burnout. The whole idea of the video image as well that I wanted to highlight so that it connected with the lyric is this girl that doesn't belong in this city, this person that doesn't belong, that feels like they don't belong. Inside, it's so different, everything is so different that they feel like, I don't know if I belong here. It feels very lonely, but you keep going nonetheless. And you are yourself, but you're trying to better yourself. And that's why I highlighted a lot of different things in that video as well, like the book, the headphones, listening to the audiobooks. I was doing a lot of inner work during that time. I was trying to better myself. And for a while during this time, I was praying, I was asking for opportunities, I was putting myself out there as much as I could. I connected with a lot of great people out there, you know, but it still felt like a disconnect. I didn't have a family there during that time. I wanted all these emotions to really come through in the lyrics and be as literal as possible. With this song specifically, I didn't want to create much poetry around it. I didn't want it to be symbolic. I wanted it to be as literal as possible so that every time I myself came to the lyrics or anybody listened to it, they could fully feel each lyric and not have to guess or read between the lines. That's just the way that the song was born, and as I restructured it, I wanted that feeling to continue to stay there. I'm constantly praying for signs because I'm scared to be the one to start. This is something that I felt myself many times. I saw around me many times, you know. A lot of times we hold on to spirituality, religion, or motivation videos and things and signs and of the universe and things like that to keep going. We need to see those signs around so that it could fight with your own negative thoughts of there is hope. I can seguir adelante, I can move forward. on my own. The lyric that feels like a turning point is when we go into that pre-chorus. I realize that the help is in me, and I realize that I am the one to make me complete. That is like the turning point. I'm realizing that even though I wish I had this kind of support, I wish that I had this kind of people around me, I have to realize that at the end of the day, I am the one that makes myself complete, and that the help is in me. My favorite lyrics in this song are in the second verse, where it goes into talking to myself in the mirror, trying to get the strength to love me for me. I'm telling my heart what I want them to say. Meeting my gaze in the mirror, I resist. During this time, I was saying affirmations in the mirror. I had my little notes. I had to learn who I was, connect back to myself, connect back to that strength. And I was talking to myself in the mirror, giving myself that strength. In the morning, or I had to do something that cost me a lot of nerves, I would tell myself things that gave me the strength, things that I wanted other people to say. Trying to get the strength to love me for me, I think is something that is very universal, that a lot of us can relate to with the digital world and just in general society. Even before the digital world, I think that things are much more open now. There's a lot more opportunity to embrace yourself and your naturalness and who you are as a person. But there is still that thing in society, especially with women, I'm sure with men as well, where it's never enough. There's always something new. There's always something, a new trend, a new thing. And with women and our bodies and our face and everything, and as time passes, it's like this desperation to try to keep up, to try to be better for society. I think that looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself the things that you want other people to say is something that can give you so much strength. And I just wanted this song to feel very healing. I was going through my healing journey, so I just wanted the lyrics to reflect that. If you notice in the music video, there's so many little things, little signs throughout that are very intentional in there, and it all has a meaning behind it. It's all about finding that strength, moving forward, and being who you are and proud of yourself. And another part that to me feels really emotional and strong, I think that that is another turning point, apart from the pre-chorus and the chorus, is the bridge, where we go into full rage, full strength, and I'm kind of screaming here at this point. I love alternative music. I grew up on alternative music, and I was very into bands like Paramore, Three Doors Down, Evanescence, Linkin Park. And there was a lot of strength in their lyrics and the way that they express things. I like to show that throughout my music, at least throughout these singles that I've put out. There's a lot of alternative inspirations in there. And the bridge, to me, feels very strong. It's like, 'cause I don't gotta wait on somebody else to come and save me. 'Cause I know what I gotta do and I know what I gotta say. I know everything, I won't put it on another's head. So that was like my rebellion. To conclude that, what I hear differently with this song is that I am in a different emotional state than I was then. I wrote this song around 2022, 2023, more or less. And back then, when I listened to it, just listening to the first verse made me emotional. Now I listen to it with strength. Now I listen to it as in, look at how far I've come from day one. Look at how far I've come. And I've kept going regardless of anything that has happened through my past, anything that has crossed my path. I am still here. I am strong. And I am the hero of my story. I am the hero